Even parents who do not pay that much heed to grades in the current educational system will inevitably, to a greater or lesser extent, give their children pressure. Professor Junyan Zhang is no exception. However, since he chose education as his career, he decided to change things.
现在尤其在学校，为了公平起见，大部分的题目，包括现在的基测、学测，还有大学的指考，还有平常学校的段考，甚至连段考、小考，最常用的题型其实就是选择题。4个选项、5个选项，让学生选一个这样。那有人就说这个叫做 multiple choice mind， 叫做选择题心智，就是说你可以不知道这个答案，可是你看这几个答案之后，你可以其中选一个。所以那这个从某种程度来讲是一种蛮大的限制。那当初为什么要去改进原来的这个就是所谓的选择题的这种形式？最主要的原因是说，你声称你是在做问题解决能力，可是你用的测验都还是那种选择题的方式。难道你没有别种方式吗？那你遇到别种方式的时候，又碰到我刚才说的客不客观，能不能在比较短的时间之内评分的问题，所以我们才会希望说，是不是在这个部分有一些改进这样。的话，搞不好可以让它有一个开放式的问题，将来可能可以有这部分可以改进。
He wished to reform testing models and use a familiar new generation tool, the computer, to make exams more interesting and more challenging. So he found some scholars of information science, formed an elite cross-disciplinary science education team to jointly get involved in this critical mission to turn around the educational world. These are the types of test formats with which we are all familiar: right or wrong, single choice, multiple choice, fill in the blank, and short answer. Test takers depend on rote learning and memory, along with a bit of reasoning and some luck. It tests the abilities of students to answer, but not their ability to solve problems. Testing-led teaching is denounced in educational circles, but also is an unavoidable result. To make education more diverse, many reforms have been implemented in the education system. But as soon as one encounters yes or no choices, it all reverts to a memorization scoring framework. To fundamentally solve the problem, a group of science education scholars decided on radical surgery, starting with the tests themselves. The team, led by Professor Guo, had as its goal to investigate the alternative conceptions of students. Testing was one means, but the purpose was not to give students
我
scores.
们一方面又想知道说，比较具有代表性的这个学生的迷思概念，但是另外一方面，我们不要只知道学生的答案，而要知道学生之所以会认为选这个答案的理由是在哪里。
Equally stressing quality and quantity, Guo's team was very ambitious. Completion of the research required careful consideration. And since Professor Zhang had seen his child's frustration in traditional testing, he wanted to reform the testing model, to test something beyond memorization, the ability to do high-level thinking.
考试就是坐下来给你一个题目就答题这样，那他当然就没有办法去评量学生一个综合的一个学习的成果。那这个学校的学习成果它有各方面的，那这些如果纯粹用考试的方法，其实是蛮有限制的。
To demonstrate how students think when there is no standard answer, in place of traditional choice questions, essay exam questions are used for the liberal arts, while open-ended exam questions are used for the sciences.
你要去看一个人会不会考到驾照，他去开车，那你不会教他说，你告诉我车怎么开，我用说的给你听，或者我写的给你听，你一定叫他开嘛。所以同样的道理，学生其实可以用他平常在学习的方法，然后来做你评量他的时候用他的方法。
Professor Zhang's team settled on open-ended questions as their goal. But open-ended questions did not suit the equal stress on quality and quantity of Professor Guo's team. For massive and quick statistical results, they had to use multiple choice questions, very carefully designed multiple choice questions.
二阶层的这个诊断式的测验，它是纸笔测验，但是是一种传统的选择题，做某一种形式的改进。
第一层是事实性的命题嘛，哈，那第二层就是理由，你为什么选这样的理由？
那从那边来推测学生的迷思概念。
An open-ended question with no standard answer and a two-tier multiple-choice question with different levels. Two science education scholar teams for two different objectives, each developed a way to test students. It not only challenged teachers to come up with questions, it also challenged Taiwan students who are used to traditional exams. We shall see what the result of the challenge proved to be.